there's a fish. Another flounder. No, 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 no. Get away, dude. He was close to the surf. Go ahead, we'll get you back in the water. All right, I just got to the beach here in Perdido, Florida, and I'm out scouting for places to fish in the morning. I think I see a pretty good one up ahead, but I'm gonna go check it out. All right, hopefully you can see this. There's a point that comes out right here, and the bar curls around this way, and there's a nice chasm right here behind it. That's absolutely a spot that has a high likelihood of holding fish in the morning. I'm gonna get out here, I'm sure, very early before sunrise. And man, I like my chances of finding something in there, probably flounder, maybe some redfish, maybe even some speckled trout. I don't know, we'll see in the morning, but I definitely like the way this looks. All right, it's early the next morning. You can see that eastern horizon is brightening up. Sun's about maybe 30 minutes from coming up. Just got down here, we got a light northeast wind, so the surf is down. But I've come to the area that I scouted out yesterday. Gonna make a bunch of casts here, throw up on that bar, and pull it into the trough. Hopefully we can find some flounder, hopefully some redfish, who knows what, but let's find out what's biting. All right, with my main camera, which is a GoPro that I have chest mounted, it doesn't pick up the light nearly as well. That's the sunrise direction, but I know looking this way, it's gonna look really dark, but it'll brighten up really quickly. Cast number one. Whew, water's cold. It's about 65 degrees this morning. They get down to the low to mid 60s every night. Oh, there's first hit of the day. I missed him. There's one. There we go. All right, flounder. All right, not a big one. He was close to the shoreline. These flounder migrate through this area. Fishing can be really good in this surf in the fall. That's about a maybe 12-incher. He's not legal, but actually no flounder are currently legal because the season's closed. All right, we'll let this guy go. Get on with his day. There's a heron here hanging out with me. I'm sure he's disappointed I didn't give him that flounder. But if it was a lizard fish or something like that, I'd give it to him, but not a flounder. So the size minimum here in Florida is 14 inches on flounder, but there's a moratorium October 15th through November 30th. You can't keep any of them. Same dates in Louisiana. No flounder. I got 2 hits on that cast. I don't know if that was the same fish, followed it for a while or what, but he finally committed real close to the shoreline. Oh, another hit. Shoot. Come on. You're gonna follow it too? Oh, look at the bait. Lots of bait in here. That's not flounder chasing that bait. I don't know what it was. Maybe bluefish or something. Although the water might be too cool for bluefish now. Maybe Spanish. Another hit. They are not committing. They're bumping it and spitting it. May mean I need to change colors. I'm throwing midnight mullet matrix shad with a 1/4 ounce depth grip jig head. A different color may get them to commit. Yeah, let's make that change and see. All right, switch to a tiger bait matrix shad, something a little bit bolder colored with the sun still low. Let's see if that changes our hookup ratio. There's sunrise. Usually the best fishing out here is before sunrise, but I've definitely seen situations where that sun popping up makes the fish start to feed. Let's hope that's the case today. Oh, there we go. That was a good hit. Hey, came up. I don't know. Flounder? I'm thinking flounder. I hope I see him. Yep, nice flounder. Well, nicer than the other one. That was a really good hit. Was it the sun? Was it the tiger bait? I don't know. Yeah, he was hooked well. We were not losing him. Now for me, flounder are the primary targets in the surf in the fall. But redfish are also a really good possibility in these troughs. And I have caught trout doing this, not many, but a few. But the flounder are migrating offshore and they stop on these beaches to feast before the water gets too cold. Once it gets chilly, it's strictly a redfish deal. And the bite is definitely best when the light is low. I fish them till about 9 a.m. and then they'll bite again closer to dusk. But not too good midday. Oh, there's a fish. Another flounder. No. Get away, dude. Get away, dude. Yeah, dude, settle down. He was close to the surf. Go ahead, we'll get you back in the water. There you go. Swim that way. There you go. All right. Excuse me, dude. Comes Mrs. Marshman. Super nice out here. Really nice. Yep. Nobody on the beach.
Nice and calm, huh? Nobody on the beach. Nice and calm.
Oh goodness, that was a great hit. That was a great hit. Let's see if we get him in. Oh, wow. Last one came off in the surf. Let's see what this dude does. Oh, there he goes. Yep, that was the nicest fish of the day. Shoot. You know, flounder have like really bony mouths. They don't have a lot of flesh in their mouths at all. And so you definitely lose some where this surf kind of rolls. You can keep constant pressure on them till you get to that point, and then the fish kind of tumbles, changes the pressure. That's where you lose a lot of them. We're gonna let him go anyway, it's all right. The fun part is the bite and the hook set. Still though, you always kind of want to hold them. And I've been doing this a few years now in the fall, and the action varies. I mean, I always catch some. You catch sometimes as much as 12 or 15 in the morning. Now, you do have to make a lot of casts, certainly, but it's so fun. It's such a fun way to fish. Oh, missed another one. Shoot, there's a few fish right there. And I try all kind of different retrieve techniques, but the most productive most of the time seems to be just hopping the bait, letting it settle, reeling in your slack, hopping it again. I have seen a few times where the best technique is just a steady retrieve, just kind of dragging it along the bottom. Usually though, those hops are key. And you do have to have a hair trigger hook set, because you get lots of hits and spits. A day like today, 1/4 ounce is really the perfect jig head weight. If the wind were up a little bit, the surf were higher, I'd probably go with a 3/8, maybe a 5/16. Oh, what the heck? That was a good hit. He just stopped the bait. Come on, dude, I want to see you. Don't get off like your buddy did. Okay, I've seen him. Nice fish. Nice fish. That's the nicest one we've actually landed. He would be a keeper. Ah, come on. Yep, he's over 14. This would be a keeper if the season were open, but it's not. So we're gonna let him go. You get a picture first. All right, dude. Finish your migration. Go ahead. There he goes. Such a cool fish. Love those flounder. All right, definitely seems like this tiger bait matrix shad is kind of the bait today. Definitely our hits have gone up since we switched. Our connections have gone up. Maybe as many bites, but more connections. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, another flounder. He would not be legal. All right, dude, go ahead. There you go. Get in that water. Get away from the heron. Get away from the heron. Go. There he goes. All right. All right. It's a race to save him from the beak of death. Oh, holy Toledo, that was the best hit. Doesn't feel like a giant, but goodness, he could not have hit that bait any harder. Another flounder. I mean, not a big fish at all. Goodness, he hit so hard though. The heron has given up. He's realizing I'm not going to give him any flounder. All right, buddy, back out there. Now, if you want to come do this, super important you scout a day ahead to find where these troughs are. That's so important. If you just come out here and fish a random area in the surf, you might catch one or two. You're not going to do very well. And they're really easy to find. They're all over the place. You might have to walk a little bit. You're not going to walk more than a few hundred yards to find one. Flounder, of course, are ambush predators, so they're just kind of sitting in those troughs waiting. Oh, goodness, there's another one. Just waiting for the... Whoa, that's not a flounder. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a monster whiting. It's a monster whiting. That's a really good whiting. He's got the black tip on his tail. That's the best eating fish you could possibly catch. All right, believe it or not, I'm gonna let this guy go. Most days I keep him, but since I can't keep any flounder anyway, I don't want to keep just one fish. Definitely glad I made the switch to the tiger bait. Made all the difference in the world. Most hits are now connections, whereas before, getting lots of hits that were not connections. There's another one. Ooh, that's a good hit. Don't know what this is. Another flounder. That's a keeper for sure. There we go. Get back out there. All right, Mrs. Marshman just texted me. Breakfast is ready, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it a trip. Great morning here in the surf, but it usually is this time of year. Be nice if we could keep the flounder, but hey, it's a moratorium. It's still just super fun getting out here and getting these bites and getting these fish in. Plus we caught that monster whiting, really big whiting, and this was the key bait. This tiger bait matrix shad, again, got that on a 1/4 ounce depth grip jig head, but when I switched to that color, the fish were definitely committing. Unlike with the midnight mullet, they were hitting it, but just spinning it. They didn't really want it. They wanted this bait. All right, well, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe to the Marshman Masson channel on YouTube. And until next time, if we don't see you in the marsh or on the beach, we'll see you right here on Marshman Masson.